It got down to $1 or something, like $1.20 earlier today, I think. Anyways, welcome. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Smells like
Welcome.
mustard.
It's my feet, I think. Welcome to What Do You Believe? Oh, yes. He's back, Mr. David Glick. Welcome back, David.
Actually, who? Yeah, I guess I am back. I came back later than you, but you were gone also.
Yeah. But you're back.
But you had other videos up, so it actually the viewer's going to think that you're back. They're going to be like, "Wow, Kyle's shooting over." And did you end up shooting in the lake at all? In the wild?
In the wild? No, I didn't shoot in the wild. I shot at my cousin's house.
Cool. It's tough to haul all the gear out to the wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would just be a process. You'd have to
Yeah. But I have a battery and stuff, but I can't take that with me. But anyways, welcome back to What Do You Believe?
It's been about 4 weeks, I bet.
Yeah.
Right, at least since I did it.
We didn't do one last weekend because we've both been working our booties off nonstop. Even today, we worked earlier today, and we have to shoot this or record this after our shift today. So we might be a little bit slow on the draw a little bit. We drink a little coffee though.
May I just submit, though, also this conversation that Kyle said we've been working our booties off. Today, this is what an LA version of working your booties off. We clocked out after like 5.25 hours. It's like kind of like living in a Dumb and Dumber world out here. Like you work 4 hours in LA and you're like, I'm pooped.
All right, so technically in our job, we do more walking. Well, those that work the way they're supposed to work do a lot of walking, more than most people will do in the 8-hour shift that they work.
You're talking about like an office job?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but you know what? I actually like the walking, man.
Yeah. It's
those
like
jobs where you sit down.
It's like a nomadic instinct, but I get paid for it.
Yeah, to walk like that.
Yeah. Oh, there's something I wanted to put on the record. So, have you ever heard of these monks that take sand and make these like beautiful murals on the ground?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So I feel like when we cater, that's what we do. We're making these beautiful murals, like these tables look amazing, like artwork, right? And then people come in and they just freaking mess it all up.
Yeah.
And it goes at the end, those monks, they just blow it all away after they make it, and they.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, after it gets like perfect, they just blow it away.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I feel like we're monks.
Yeah.
And we make these beautiful artworks of tables, and people come in, they just ruin it, and they're spilling food everywhere.
Dude, that's interesting. The monks do that. There has to be a lot of behind that.
I don't know. I just remember that they're very colorful and beautiful.
Yeah. But did they blow away their own work?
Yeah. At the end of it, when it's deemed like
what
done.
A meditative process in its own right, huh?
Yeah.
You like do all this stuff and then you just blow it away.
It's to remind us that we are all dust in the wind.
Yeah, it might be. What
Most
was,
likely.
what is, what will be. That whole thing.
All right, so David was talking about earlier he might go watch a movie later on tonight. Either Three Billboards in, what is it? Mississippi?
Yeah, it's 3 billboards outside some redneck town.
Yeah, everybody just calls it Three Billboards. They should have just called it Three Billboards. There's no reason to drag it on. You're just trying to be artsy.
Ebbing, Missouri.
There we go.
Well, they're based on a real story from that town, right? Isn't that what it's about?
Of course, yeah. I saw it. We'll talk about it later after David sees it.
Oh, we could talk about it now. I don't. It's not gonna be dude. Sometimes I'll read the plot entirely before I see a movie.
All right, I do want to say something. All right, so I did see I, Tonya as well. He was talking about going to see I, Tonya. I thought I, Tonya was amazing, and then I tried to tweet out I, Tonya was awesome. Three Billboards was okay, and I tagged Three Billboards and I, Tonya for the movies, and it posted, and then 5 minutes later, it was deleted. And I didn't delete it.
Is that because you're doing copyright infringement? And Twitter just automatically scrubbed you?
I'm on copyright infringing.
Well, I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm not on that stuff. Or do you think that someone...
There's no way. It was just me voicing my opinion about the movies.
Oh, and you think maybe...
I feel like
the
they
computers came in and scrubbed it or something?
Yeah,
I
feel like this... Like a computer pulled it up and they're like, oh, this is bad publicity.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be winning all these awards. But I didn't like it that much.
Dude, YouTube is definitely, and I talked to you a little bit about this. YouTube is definitely changing their search results where, like, I'll type in, it doesn't matter. Like, as a real example, I think I typed in Santa Barbara mudslides. I wanted to see them, like, the day after that happened.
Right.
In the past, when you would type that in, you would kind of get, like, results that you might find on a less organized website like LiveLeak, where they're actually, like, user submitted videos. On YouTube now, when you type stuff like that in, the entire first page and I think the entire second page, except for maybe one result at the very bottom of the second page, was all ABC, Fox News, CNN. I mean, all they're feeding you now, all they're feeding in the search results are mainstream reports of this stuff.
Yeah.
Not that there's like a conspiracy behind mudslides, but it's just the fact that they're ranking that stuff. They're just giving it like heavy priority over the little guys.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think there's channels that get more views than those.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, there are.
And they should be featured. And there's no reason why like these main media corporations should be featured. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure they have like a really crazy, complex way of delivering search results. And
it's called you pay us money, we'll put you.
That might be it.
We'll put you in the search results.
Yeah.
How much money do you have? All right, pay more.
You think that's what they're doing? You might actually be right. Maybe those.
Yeah, I think this is America, and everybody's just trying to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you got money, you get what you want, pretty much.
Well, that's actually less conspiratorial than what I was thinking. Like they're trying to make sure that like I wonder what happened if you type in like Vegas shooting now. Does anything weird come up on that one?
The Vegas. Let's talk about that real fast. So the Vegas thing.
But okay, yeah.
Sorry, all right. The fact that we still don't have a lot of information from that situation right now.
I think we have less than we had before.
Yeah. Like, and all these people started dying from it still.
Yeah, that part's weird.
Or disappearing or all this kind of stuff. Like, and all right. So this is my theory. I think this dude was a gun runner, or like some kind of arms salesman, because his brother on this interview was like, all right, my brother made us all rich. Look at us. We like that wasn't a lot of money for him to wire. Like we're really wealthy people, blah, 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 blah.
You're talking about in those interviews?
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, so where did this money come from? All right. So he was supposedly going to all these hotels, but losing a lot of money at these hotels, but still getting comped, You're
saying like the official story they're putting out.
So he wasn't a good gambler. And also, there's a video of him falling and trying to sue them. And I was like, so he wasn't like, where's this money coming from? And I believe he was a gun runner. And I think he was, or some kind of patsy for gun runners. Like, it has to do something with like arms. Yeah. Because there's no reason, like me personally, or any kind of soldier, if you were like trying to do damage like they say he intended to do, you wouldn't buy 57 guns. You know what I mean? You would just buy a whole, like maybe 2 guns that would do the most damage and just a shitload of ammo. There's no reason to have all those guns.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like
the idea of having all those guns are ridiculous. And for one person. And
I mean, I think enough people have already picked apart the story that there's like so much. I mean, even what's his name? Ray a couple of days ago?
Ray.
Was it
Ray?
Oscar? I don't even know his name.
I don't know who you're talking
supervisor, about. And he's even asked us. Remember we were in the room with him, and he said he even knew about the Vegas thing. He's so what happened in Vegas?
I know what you're saying now. Okay, gotcha.
It's like,
so one of our coworkers were talking about the Vegas thing.
Yeah, and he's a supervisor. Yeah. Well, it's just like everybody knows that something's not right about that. Yeah.
Freaking way off.
Yeah.
Way off. And he's smart enough to have like cameras in the hallway and all this kind of stuff. Supposedly.
The students don't believe it at the schools I'm at that I see.
They don't want.
They don't believe these stories.
Oh yeah, they should, man.
No, young people don't believe the government at all.
Yeah, they shouldn't, dude. Like
they all think that they're being watched all the time. They're like, our phones definitely turn on and watch us when it wants to.
I feel like, and I was thinking about. I was having a hard time sleeping last night. I was having all these thoughts.
I think it was a full moon. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, I was thinking the main reason they want our information is so they know what to invest in. And all the kind of stuff, you know what I mean?
That's possible.
Couldn't that help to know in futures? Because you're thinking about that movie with Eddie Murphy where they switch him and Dan Aykroyd. What's it called?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh man, it's so good.
I haven't seen.
I hate it. I'm spacing out right now.
Kind of weird.
Oh,
I know I need to
this
watch
one's
him.
good. This one's really good. Anyways,
I like him. I need to watch him, type of thing.
anyways, he's this is going to be a spoiler, by the way. I'm about to spoil this movie, even though I don't know the name
Dude,
of it.
if it's an Eddie Murphy movie, if they haven't seen it by now, they're not going to see it.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so
Okay.
good. You need to watch it. But anyways, so these two guys have a bet.
Train. Is that it? Trading Places.
Trading Places.
Trading
Yes,
Places, yeah.
yes. Thank you very much. Trading Places. Thank you for helping me out with
Google.
that. Google's awesome. All right, so these two old, like really rich men, I want to do a social experiment. So they take one of their top salespeople and they switch them with the bum on the street and trying to make the bum on the street be like an awesome salesperson.
Which one's the bum?
Eddie Murphy is the
Black
bum
guy?
originally. Yeah, he
Now they wouldn't be brave enough to do that.
dude, Eddie Murphy's a genius, man.
Oh,
Anyways,
he is. Yeah.
anyways,
Genius.
yeah. So at the end, it's all about they're trying to get this information. These two really wealthy men are trying to get this information that are going to help them buy stocks. And then, like, the more I learn about all the information that they get through our credit cards and our Facebook and all this kind of stuff, it's like they know what to invest in. They know what we are buying, what we're going to buy. We're freaking definitely creatures of habit. So if we buy Tide,
Oh, yeah, totally.
if we buy something now, we're definitely going to buy it next week. Like, I love Oreos.
Yeah. Oh, that's not,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
can definitely track. Yeah.
You know, and it's like I feel like even when you do your sales card or whatever, it like keeps track of everything that you're buying, like, and it's sending that information somewhere, you know, and it's keeping on some server somewhere. Everything.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Movie Pass, the thing that everybody has now, because it's like $10 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody's talking about it. Everyone's, you got a
know.
movie pass? You got a movie pass?
People talk about it now, right? Because it's $7 a month, $10 a month. It's crazy.
They're losing money. How are they doing it?
Well, you know what they're doing is they're just collecting info.
Yeah.
They're like owned by Netflix or they're tied in with Netflix somehow. So Netflix is getting all the viewer preference data
Yeah.
on everybody that's swiping their Movie Pass. So I think Netflix is playing like a long game. I don't know what they're going to do with the data, but
They'll know what movies to invest in.
Yeah,
I
but
think
I
that-
don't
maybe I don't know.
I don't think that's necessarily like too.
I guess they look at the box office for that. I don't know.
No, yeah, you're probably right. Like they'll probably see if everybody's swiping their card for a certain type of movie, then they.
Yeah. If there's repeat people,
Mhm.
you know, I think you can get very specific, like their age and their like gender, all that kind of stuff.
Do you have Netflix?
I actually do now, but it's only free for a month.
Oh,
It
yeah.
cuts out on February 3rd.
It's so cheap though. It's like $7 a month.
Yeah,
Or something.
oh my gosh.
Or is it 15?
So I worked this party for Netflix last year.
I bet that was
and
cool.
Yeah. It was 3 stories of craziness.
Yeah.
But it was like their 100 million. Oh yeah, the 100 million subscriber party.
Oh, for the 100 million.
Yeah.
subscriber?
So think about this. 100 million, and the lowest price range is like $7, right?
Yeah.
So like you're looking at least 700 million a month.
Yeah, it's nuts.
A month.
It's pretty crazy.
And if you really average it out, it's going to be around 9, because you got people that's got like the $16 one that's got like the families with with screens
100%.
all in their
Do
houses.
they have 100 million subscribers?
Yeah, bro.
Or at
That's
least
probably
back
more
then.
now.
Yeah,
It's
that's
probably
crazy,
more now.
man. Dude, they are. I didn't realize they were. I knew that they were big because they are paying these. I don't know if you realize how much they're paying all these comedians, and like that's why they're getting these huge names. Like Adam Sandler has left the big screen. Jerry Seinfeld, Bill Burr. I mean, their comedian list is huge. They're really focusing on comedy, and I think they're just paying these crazy amounts they're never going to get back.
It's because I think they totally will get it back, because
Oh yeah, they will as a whole, but
people-
not just on that one guy. Like they're not going to get enough people. To
people
watch
feed
Jerry,
for comedy right now. I think people are like,
trying to escape.
yeah, and they want to laugh.
They can't escape sports anymore, man. They've turned sports into
Yeah.
a political circus. So now it's like, where can
And
we
it's
go?
rigged. The NFL is rigged.
You think it is? You think it's? I was kind of wondering. You think like the Patriots are rigged to
Oh
win it?
man, I just feel like I don't know.
Maybe like the refs are favoring. I don't watch sports at all, but maybe
Yeah.
I hear like that people are complaining about the NBA refs right now. I guess it was like a big thing. The NBA refs are corrupt and they're trying to. Have you heard of that whole thing?
I
Dude, we
understand
need to
that
get Kevin here.
supposedly a lot of refs are
Kevin,
when
if
you get to that level.
yeah, you get
It's all about the money.
Oh, dude, I bet those refs could be bought off.
I bet.
They're making $300,000 a year. Like if someone comes up and offers them like $1 million to kind of like toss the game, it's like 4 years of work, 5 years of work. The ref's like, yep, I think I will toss this one game.
Yeah.
Like, what do I really care which team wins?
And my union was being a bitch to me last week.
I bet they're selling
I'm done with this place.
You think
selling my house?
Yeah.
Taking $1 million, selling my house, getting out of here.
And speaking of unions, man, you know how we were talking about? And I was like, I never emailed her back earlier today. The union lady sent me another email.
Oh yeah,
harassing
Patricia.
me. Yeah.
Give us your money.
Hi, Patricia.
How you doing? I paid my union dues this week or this month.
Are you caught up? I owe them like $200.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just need to catch up.
I owe them like 3 more payments.
I don't think it's that bad because the union that we're talking about, we probably shouldn't even say the name, right?
Yeah,
have
whatever.
to stay. But we
it's no big deal.
it's like $60 a month, but you only have to pay the $60 if you work.
Yeah.
If you get like a certain amount of money.
Yeah,
So it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Could be worse.
But at first they were like, you have to pay it no matter what. And I was like, nah.
That's why I quit paying it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I had to go to meetings and stuff. It was fun.
Yeah, and then they singled you out.
Yeah, I know, right?
You should tell that story. That's actually a good story. Don't fuck the authorities. It doesn't matter who it is. If you fuck someone that's in a position of power to fuck you back,
yeah.
they will exercise that power to like single you out and focus it in on you like a magnifying glass on an ant.
Yeah. So this is what was happening. We were getting charged the same amount of union dues as people who got automatic 40 hours a week, but I'm on call. So I was paying a lot of money. And I was like, I didn't think I should pay that money if I didn't have to work. And they took me, we had this union meeting, and I was like, all right, let me talk about this. And then the dude was like, nope, I'm sorry, sir. You're going to have to pay those dues. And I was like, we can't do like a pay by shift thing. He's like, nope, you're going to have to pay it.
He just shut you down. I wasn't there. He shut you down pretty quick.
He's just like, and I was like the only one there that was really pushing for it.
Dude, was it Ben?
Huh?
Do you remember the guy's name?
I don't know name names anyway.
Oh, well, no, just the first name.
I don't know. But
Okay.
anyways, but then the next day, I had quit paying my union dues out of like rebellion because I was like, I'm not going to pay these people if I'm not working. Like, that's just ridiculous. Because they're not protecting me from anything because I'm not working. But then the next day I got a letter and I was like, hey, you owe this much money for your union dues. I was like, oh, you got me. You got me, dude. It's like, you raise your voice and they'll find a way to like trying to intimidate you to shut you up.
Didn't he even ask you in the little meeting that you guys were having? Didn't he even ask you what your first and last name was? Like when you brought that stuff up to him, it was like, oh, like, oh, sir, we don't want to talk about that right now, but can I have your name for later on?
No, he didn't do that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you did. See,
but everybody was like, Kyle, this is Kyle. Kyle's got something to say. Everyone's like, Kyle wants to talk about something.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I got like totally put on spot, but I mean, I handle it like I always do.
Oh, I see. They pushed you to the front to talk.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that part.
But it's no big deal. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I said what I needed to say.
Yeah, totally.
But he was just like, nope. And I mean, I don't have any authority after that.
Yeah,
I was like, I just expressed my feelings toward the situation.
It's everybody else's feelings too. That's why they wanted you to speak up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that feel that way.
But
Sure.
hey, but now I think it turned out to be all right because I feel like it raised awareness and
It probably did, and that's why maybe why it helped him to change the rules. And a lot of other hotels are like that.
I wish we could have done the buy the shift thing. That would have been best though. But anyways,
Yeah. I know
it's
we're
probably
talking
boring the crap.
dude, we probably just 5 people probably just turned it off this little conversation we've been having. Okay, here's a question: who's going to win the Super Bowl? It's New England versus Philadelphia or Pittsburgh?
I
Pittsburgh.
don't care.
But I thought you know football, especially East Coast
Man,
football.
nah, man, I don't care. Like, I'll watch the Panthers play because I'm all about the Panthers. Like, I grew up pulling for the Panthers. If like I'm at establishment that's playing it, but I don't keep up with stats and stuff like that.
Dude, you're gonna if you move back east, you're gonna have to start following football again.
I probably will
to stay in the conversation.
It's like, You don't watch football, eh? You're weird.
Well, out here, man.
What
everybody talks
happened to
about
you
movies.
in L.A., boy? What did
Yeah.
do to you? You been drinking soy?
That's what they'll ask you. Yeah. You've been drinking soy.
Your hair's getting longer. Not like Leonard, though.
It's hilarious. Dude,
You ain't growing a beard. Like, I can't grow a beard, dude.
does everybody out there have beards?
Well,
You should put, dude.
I
You,
mean, I
should,
feel like more people these days have beards.
you should cut your hair into a rat tail before you move back.
A mullet with like, bro, I got a mullet. I'm cool.
Do you know what the
In
rat
there.
tail is? Do you remember that from like the 90s?
Yes. It's like a sweet rat tail.
Dude, I gotta look a picture up of rat tail. How long's your hair? Let me see.
It's gonna fuck.
Oh, dude, you could definitely turn that into a rat tail if you had a skilled barber.
Yeah, everybody's like, how long you gonna let your hair grow? I'm like, I don't know. I'll whenever I get bored of it.
They think that's pretty long.
Yeah,
Dude, if they saw
I don't care.
rat tail,
Yeah, you got long hair too.
so long, man.
You guys love hearing us talk about our long hair.
Dude, you should do this. This is what Kyle should do. I don't know if it'll show up.
Just get it closer. Look at that. No,
Hey, you know what?
I'll find it.
This time you don't have the screen turned on. What's up with that?
Oh, it's still turned on.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, it just went dark for a second.
Dude, what is there to talk about that's entertaining?
More
Ooh.
Bitcoin. I bought some more Bitcoin today. Got home.
Hey,
Bought some-
Bitcoin's a good one to talk about. Okay, I can.
It's like, we've had like 3 episodes of it, but let's do it's
Have we been
it's a
talking
hot
about it a
topic.
bunch? Oh, you were
It's-
talking about it.
It's
on
a
the
hot
East Coast.
topic.
Well, here I'll tell my conspiracy theory that I was explaining. It's not a conspiracy theory, but okay, you have to buy Bitcoin, and then you take the Bitcoin and you have to buy this other cryptocurrency, whatever it is. So let's use like Ripple as an example. That's what I was talking about earlier today. Then you buy Ripple, and you go in with the intention of like, I know some people want to get like buy it and hold it for the long haul, but like me personally, I would buy it and then sell it really fast because I think it's going to plummet again like it did in late December, right? So I go and I buy the Bitcoin. After I buy the Bitcoin, then I go buy the Ripple. The Ripple goes up in value. I make like 3 times as much money as I put into it. So then I sell the Ripple, and then I can't sell the Ripple for cash. I have to sell the Ripple for Bitcoin. And then I take the Bitcoin and I sell the Bitcoin for cash.
Correct.
So it's like I have to go through 1 step, 2 steps to convert it back into cash. And so how long does that process take? Because when Ripple drops in value, it drops in like, it can be literally in hours. Like you might have like 48 hours before. And so when someone sells out when they sell their position, does it sell immediately? Because I've heard that it takes a long time to actually receive the money. On some of these exchanges, it can take like 14. Like that one Blake has. I read so many reviews about people saying, I'm not making this up, man. Some reviews out there, like a handful of them, are like 6 months to get their money back. Now that's an extreme.
That's
case.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's borderline fraud.
I don't think that's what Coinbase does.
Totally not. But even 7 days is a long time when this
Yeah.
stuff is moving fast.
But I mean, if
It's
you're,
okay if it's locked
if you're
in.
cashing out that money, you get that money. I mean, you got that money. You know how much you're cashing out. You know what I mean? Even if it takes 7 days to get to you,
Then
you're
it's
still,
okay. Yeah.
you're still getting that money.
But when
You
you,
know what I
sell
mean?
Ripple, how fast can you do it in a matter of minutes if you do an open market order?
Oh, when you sell it, it's instantaneous. It's like bam.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's like you sold.
I should do a test run. I should put in like $50 and buy Bitcoin. And then actually it would be a kind of a cool test run. And then we could talk about it on the next podcast. I should do that this week. I could buy like $25 of Bitcoin. Can you buy that small of an amount?
Yes, you can buy $10.
But then the fees might gobble up
It's
your
only
$10.
all right. So this way, if you do it through your bank, there's only a $1 service transaction through Coinbase.
Like an ACH withdrawal, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
If you do like your debit card, it's that fee plus they take a percentage of how much ever you're pulling off your card.
Well, that's fair enough. That
So
seems fair. That's actually seems super cheap, to be honest.
yeah. So it's actually you get to save more money if you wait for the transfer, the bank transfer, but that takes 7 days. So
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
To actually
hit
buy it.
your account, and
Yeah.
you'd be able to like go buy stuff with
Hit your Coinbase account.
Correct.
Yeah, it's because those transfers are slow, which is kind of like what all these blockchain people say, is that if they apply that blockchain technology to these transfers, like an ACH transfer could be almost instantaneous.
Yes.
Instead of taking like 7 days to settle.
Yeah, that's why I'm actually. I was telling David earlier, like right now I'm like I put a credit card payment toward my credit card through my bank through payments, and it's like it took out the money like 5 days ago and still hasn't applied to my card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is what the blockchain's going to do. It's going to get rid of that crap.
Who's your bank?
Wells Fargo.
Man, I'm surprised. I have
My
Wells Fargo
account
too.
number is.
Well, I have Wells Fargo, man. I feel like they're really quick whenever I do this ACH shit. Like if I'm paying off an electric bill each month, or I pay off.
Yeah, but dealing with the credit card company and stuff, I feel like it's going to be able to make payments to stuff faster. That's what all this stuff is. But I don't know which ones. There's so many. I don't know which one's going to be on top. I'm kind of like throwing darts at the wall and like hoping something sticks.
Apparently, the whole blockchain technology like problem has been around since the 70s or 80s. Like IBM was working on it back then, but it wasn't until this mysterious Sasha Nuki Miko dude. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about.
Apparently this
He supposedly doesn't exist, but does, but doesn't.
Yeah, but like this paper actually has like the solution that these companies had never figured out before. And that's, I was just listening to this podcast where this computer engineer from like Microsoft was talking about, or he was like Boeing or someone, but he was talking about, he was a former engineer. He was saying that's what, and he doesn't even invest. So I don't think he has an interest in it. Like he even said he'll never invest in this stuff because he doesn't want to have like a conflict of interest because he's talking about it. Because he doesn't want people feeling like he's trying to drive prices up or down. But
but doesn't mean I can't get my relatives to buy me some.
What's funny is that he's probably like going on there and he's making that disclaimer. Dude, he probably has a huge position. He's like, and it's anonymous, motherfuckers.
Of course, man. Of course.
It's Bitcoin. No one knows who I am.
Like I think like I saw there's some huge firm. It might be Charles Schwab or something like that to start doing futures and cryptocurrencies now.
Oh yeah, there's a few of them doing that.
Yeah, and I feel like that's once they start doing that, it's just like when Instagram and Twitter, when they were just starting, like I didn't think they were going to go anywhere, and then the big corporations started using them. Oh, follow us at Twitter on
That's true.
on TV.
Yeah.
And then once it became TV, it became part of the culture.
Yeah.
So once they start putting that stuff on TV, like CNN's been blasting it on TV,
Twitter,
it's like,
yeah.
well, and Twitter and all this kind of stuff. Once they start blowing that up, like
That's true.
I believe it's going to get bigger
Yeah.
and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Twitter's actually pretty useful. Like if I go to like a food truck, you know, they can just send out a quick little tweet like, "Hey, this is where we're at so and so today."
Yeah, it is.
Or like police departments will be like, you know, there's like mudslides. Don't be in this area today.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get it.
The bear in the woods.
The problem is you don't know which one to go to because it's like, do you go to their Facebook page or do you go to Twitter? Like where are they? You have to go to them all of them. That's usually what I'll do if I'm trying to like track down some info. It's kind of like the crypto thing too. It's
But
like
usually they're all connected somehow. You know.
yeah,
Twitter and
they'll have
Facebook.
all the same
Yeah.
the same thing. Dude, let's find out. I'm actually kind of curious about. You know, we're talking about all these. It's going silent. Sorry, guys. It's getting really quiet.
It's going quiet. I sing a little song for you.
Snapchat. I was trying to pull up their stock.
Yeah, I started buying some regular stock too, bruh.
Is Snapchat even? Do they have a stock?
I think they went public for sure.
Oh,
I think they went public for sure.
Wow, they're freaking tanking.
But yeah,
Snapchat. What happened to you?
I thought you said that all the kids at the school use Snapchat.
They do, but apparently they don't have any money because their stock's going down. They're using it, but they're not buying the product. Dude, it was from $25 down to $15.
Yeah, that's dropping. Or maybe somebody's acquiring it. Because sometimes I feel like a lot of times when stocks plunge a lot, some other company has agreed to buy the majority like shareholders out.
Oh yeah.
And then they just agreed to let the price drop to a reasonable rate, and then they start buying it up. And I believe all that stuff happens behind closed doors.
Yeah, it's totally.
Because I've worked a few of those meetings.
Dude, what's up with Blue Apron? Let's find this one out.
Oh, I have friends that use Blue Apron, but it seems a little bit too expensive for me.
Dude, their stock.
I just go to the grocery store.
Dude, I know. I was listening to this podcast. This guy was railing about it.
Just go to the grocery store, y'all. Like, it's not that bad. Just
Blue Aprons. I don't even. I think it's kind of stupid because they just send you like a fixed meal 4 times a week or something, right?
yeah.
And it's like in a box,
Yeah.
And you open up the box and there's like the exact proportion of garlic, the exact proportion of this, of that, right?
Yeah, you just mix things. Oh, it's prepared.
Dude, it's like, who cares what the exact proportion is? Like, what if you want it a little bit more garlicky or just improvise? What are you watching?
Oh, and I was sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
Oh, no, I don't care.
I was I was listening to my voice memos. I was trying to find a good voice memo.
Oh, for a conversation?
Yeah.
As you could tell, Mr. Audience and Mrs. Audience were really prepared for this one.
Yeah.
Midway through the podcast, like, we probably should check our notes and see what we were going to talk about.
Okay, one of them is I was listening to the radio the other day, which I usually never do because I feel like it poisons your brain. But they were telling, the girl was telling about the new laws that have passed. They're like, oh, this new law says that frat parties can no longer have alcohol, but this other new law says that bars can stay open until 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, oh, so you just want to make sure you can make sure you make money off these people. Like, that's all it is. It's like, you cannot save money and buy a whole bunch of cases and cakes and have parties at your place. You must go out and spend Ubers and go to these bars and spend like $8 on a beer and spend an Uber back.
I think the whole war on fraternities is stupid. Now, I think a lot of dudes that join fraternities are douchey. I was in a fraternity. So, hey, no, full disclosure.
No.
But I like a lot of the dudes that are in fraternities are douchey. I also think that if a couple students die every year, that's not that bad of a thing. They set an example for the rest, like behave yourself. It's a pretty small number percentage-wise of students that are dying.
Well, I mean,
like in Russia, dude, that's probably like a daily occurrence. Like, Vladimir, he drank himself a vodka today. He's dead. Like, oh God, what'd you do to his body? He's still in the bedroom. They just don't even care. Like,
he fell asleep in the snow.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I didn't make it to the. Every now and then you ever had someone falling asleep because they're walking home drunk in the snow.
He wrestled a bear.
I'm just saying, what's this whole sanctity of life thing? Like if you're too stupid when you're 20 years old to know not to like stick a bong in your asshole and then pour beer in there and consume beer. Do you know what this is?
Yeah.
Butt chugging. It's like, maybe it's actually a good thing that you're weeding yourself out of the population right now. Don't stick a bong in your asshole and consume Everclear or moonshine that way. Just drink it from your mouth like you're supposed to. Do you know what I'm talking about? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. There's this thing in these colleges where you bend over, you stick a tube in your asshole, you put a funnel at the top of it, you pour beer into it or some other sort of alcohol. It goes into your body, and your body assimilates it into the blood much more quickly, so you get fucked faster. I mean, dude, how quickly do you get fucked? It takes like 7 minutes after drinking beer. Like, I'm feeling drunk. It's like, that wasn't fast enough.
Dude, you could only imagine the shits the next day. I could only imagine the shits.
Probably like the next hour. I don't think
like,
you could. If you had beer inside your asshole, like 24 ounces of beer, I don't think you could keep it in there for 10 minutes even. I mean,
that'd be crazy, man.
Yeah. Where's it going to go?
What do these kids come up with next? I tell you what.
Dude, but then like one person kills himself, right? Doing something stupid that way, and they shut down the entire party culture at the campus. It's like, oh, we're not going there to learn. I mean, no one goes to college to learn, right? They go to there to waste loan money. Party.
unless they're doctors or lawyers. Or
that's the select few. Those are the honors college
Let
students.
them be doctors and lawyers and such.
I mean, think about how...
And nurses. Thank you, nurses.
Yeah, nurses.
Oh, my God.
My sister's a nurse. She studied her ass off.
You're the best.
But I think most students, when they go through college, they don't... I think most people are just barely making it through college, man. As a whole.
I was a C student.
Oh, yeah. If you take like 4-year university, 2-year universities, add that all up. I'll say this stuff to my uncle. He's a professor, and he gets upset about it, defensive. I was thinking, is he ever really listen to this? There's not a chance in hell. Yeah. No way.
Anyways.
Well, he thinks there's like he pulls out these statistics that say that college grads on average make more, but I guess I'm kind of curious where they're compiling those. I think they're leaving out like the 2-year student, the 2-year schools. I think they're probably leaving out like, I mean, dude, just in LA County, there's so many colleges I've never heard of, like UC Riverside.
Yeah.
UC St. Gabriel, UC. It's like, how many UC colleges are there? It's nuts. Like all these students
they're making a fortune.
Dude, they all have psychology degrees. Like, what are they getting jobs in? Like they're baristas, and like you don't have to have it.
Working at Starbucks.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Working office jobs in cubicles, making about like
Probably less than we make, actually.
$13 an hour or something.
Dude, cubicle jobs, they don't pay much.
Nothing wrong with that
Yeah.
by y'all. But
No, but I'm just saying, like,
don't jump out the windows.
It's surprising that it pays so little. Some of those cubicle jobs, you think like when someone says they have a 9 to 5, it's going to pay pretty well.
Yeah.
It's not the case.
No.
Not always. Probably actually a really good job that's kind of like blue collar is like tech hardware guys, like the guys that do like they're like actually setting up like that. What do you think those guys at the hotel we work at make? Those AVT guys. I bet they're doing pretty good.
Oh, they're union.
Oh, are they union?
For sure.
Oh,
they're
because they're not
killing it, bro.
They're not employees of the hotel. They're like contractors.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
But then they have an office there.
I'd say at least $60 an hour.
Think so?
Like,
yeah, they're making good money then.
For sure.
That shit they're doing is complicated though. That's tough.
Yeah.
It's like being a crane operator or a working at a port.
There's a lot of safety regulations they have to go through.
Oh, the guys that are actually mounting the stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit's dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't even talking. I was talking about the guys that do the lighting and stuff and the sound.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
I mean,
those guys that are mounting that stuff, that's some serious stuff right there. If you mess that up, you could literally kill people.
I had to do that during when I was in college. You had to take scene construction class, which was freaking crazy.
Scene
Construction.
Like
you
like
had to construct the set for the production that was going on at the time.
Oh, that's cool. To be like a set designer.
Dude, I was the only one that got on this A-frame ladder that had this tongue, and I was doing this to set up the lights.
Yeah, okay.
And it was not like this nice little dolly or this little cherry picker that you got this little platform with this guardrail around you.
How they have
and
it.
You press a button and it goes, It's an hydraulic. Like I had to put like climb up the ladder with the light on my shoulder.
That's so fun. It's like medieval times, right?
Dude, and I think about that. And I think about I was paying these people to risk my life to like put this light up there so they can make money selling tickets, and I'm paying them to do this.
Oh, was it for like an actual school play?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, dude, it's and now I think about it, I'm like, I was freaking brainwashed, dude. I was doing man work, doing straight up man work, and you had to do when you set scenes on the pipes, you have to balance out how much weight's on the pipes with these counterweights. And all it is you're hanging over a rail, like the rails of your stomach, and there's nothing but 50 foot below you. And you take these 50-pound weights or 25-pound weights.
You weren't strapped in?
No.
That's crazy. What school was this?
East Carolina University, baby.
That's how they roll in the Carolinas, motherfuckers.
And then I had to take it and like put it on the ballast and like slowly slap it up there. And one year they always say they give the story about how somebody dropped one of the weights and it went through like 3 floors.
Wow, that's crazy.
You
think it's a real story,
so
or you just say that to scare people?
I think it's real story.
Yeah.
And he said one time you got to make sure you put on the brakes, because one time he grabbed it and he didn't put on the brakes to the rope, and when he tried to grab it, the ballast was so heavy, it yanked him up.
Who's he? The teacher? Yeah. Dude, no offense to the college and the teacher, but dude, they did not learn from their errors. He's like telling you this stuff, and then it's like you're expecting to be like, and so we have this like this in place now to prevent an accident from happening. That's what like system checks and balances.
No, he was an awesome teacher. Well, actually,
no, he is awesome. I'm just saying that they should. That's like a crazy thing. That's what happens when you don't have a system in place.
Dude, I totally forgot.
That's why you need a little bit of bureaucracy.
One of the guys that in my scene construction class cut off his thumb with a table saw.
Oh my God. While you were at school?
Yes. And
what's going on in this place?
Dude, now I'm thinking about he was paying them tuition at the same time.
Oh my God. Did they attach his thumb?
I don't know. I think he just cut the tip off of it, and it's like it turned it to like dust.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry, man. I forgot his name,
That's
dude.
hilarious.
I'll never forget that. I will never forget that day. It was very strict too.
They had a saw, like a
table. Yeah, you did man work, man. You like had table saw, jigsaw.
It was mandatory to take set design class.
You had to, and. You had to be 30 minutes early before your call time. Like, say the class starts at 6:00, you had to be there at 5:30. And if you were there at 5:45, your letter grade dropped 1 letter.
That's crazy.
I made a B in that class. I was supposed to get an A.
But you missed one day.
Yeah, I missed one day. Well,
It's in
I didn't
Greenville, huh?
miss. I just showed up late, and I totally.
I'm looking it up.
was
East Carolina University. That's really good reviews on
making
on
bad
Google.
decisions that day.
Greenville.
Yeah, Greenville. They're blowing up. Good old ECU.
I'm checking out pictures of it. Hawk
I
rolls?
learned-
Was it just loaded with hawk rolls?
Oh yeah, man. It was
Nice.
I think it was like a 7-to-1 ratio when I went there.
Of girls to guys?
Just the guys.
Where's all the guys? And
I don't
getting
know.
killed in set design?
I don't know, dude. But it was
like a horror movie.
It was an
huh?
amazing college to be at. I loved ECU. I
Dude,
had a great
I love
time.
it. This is like one of the first pictures that shows up on Google. Sorority girls.
I had an awesome. I think they showed up in Playboy as one of the most
Like big party schools?
100 most party schools, like a few times. And I definitely partied too much there.
Dude, what's so
I got
funny
stupid,
is...
but I learned my lesson.
Yeah,
I graduated.
this looks like a straight up shot out of like a movie.
Yeah,
you know what I
looks
mean?
kind of scary.
Yeah, or just like it looks
In a
like
good way.
Animal House or something.
Yeah.
It's really
Good times.
woodsy over there, huh?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I can't wait to go check it out again. All right, you wanna go? You wanna go live?
Yeah,
I
sure.
think we talked about it. Everybody death.
Yeah, probably the funniest thing we talked about this entire time was we need to talk about more like butt chugging. Yeah, we need to bring up topics that are relevant
right.
to today's
yeah.
society.
So, yeah, if you guys got any topics you want us to talk about, like butt chugging, if you want us to revisit or learn more about it, we can research it.
But are you live right now?
Get back to it. Not yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant if they're live, they can type it in and we
No.
can discuss it. Is that your family?
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen your pops before. It's my pops.
it's my pops.
It's my pops. He has a big beard, huh?
Yeah, he used to have a really huge like Moses beard.
He doesn't
Alright.
really look like you. I only saw it for a second. Does he?
I get that.
So you
Come
get
on.
that a lot? So
Oh, the demons get out of the internet, demons. So
what's the internet demon? We can't go live?
No, usually every time we go live, it has this like echoing sound.
Oh.
So I do that because
It's like an exorcism.
yeah,
of
I'm
the internet
exercising
demons.
the demons out of it. They're distorting the signal. All right, welcome to What Do You Believe?
Wow, people are signing right up to listen.
We're back. Hey,
Howdy ho.
my sister Lee's here. So,
David.
David,
Hey, how do these people? Hey guys,
David,
how do you guys all see that we're live so fast? Like, is everyone just staring at their cell phone all day long? And then like it says that Kyle Greer is live, and they immediately click on it.
it's like 9:44 on East Coast. Most of those people are East Coast.
But they have
so-
to be looking at their phone to see it, right?
Yeah, or on the computer. Yeah, most likely.
You guys signed in fast.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hey Lee, what up? Hey,
Susan, do you have any good comments? Dalton, can these people see who the other people are watching?
yeah,
Okay. As you guys can tell, I don't have Facebook.
he doesn't, but he's a cool guy, even though you don't.
Kyle, can we
Cool-
talk about
cool people.
butt chugging on Facebook Live?
No,
That's no good.
we can't talk about that.
Like, can we say that word and just tell them to research it?
No, we can't
No?
talk about
Okay.
no.
You guys
So-
need to watch the podcast.
Yeah, I need to
and-
watch the podcast. We let's talk. We talked about some upcoming movies, I, Tonya, and 3 Billboards.
briefly, just briefly. right?
Just briefly.
Yeah.
And what else do we talk about?
Oh yeah, you said you thought billboards is. I forgot we never
I
talked
thought
about this.
Billboards is okay.
Anti-religious.
We'll talk about that
Yeah.
afterwards.
Well, now we talked about
I,
alternate ways
Tanya's
of
good.
consuming alcohol.
Watch I, Tonya. I think I, Tanya's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a very entertaining movie. And what is her name? The girl. It might have been Blake. I don't know. But
What's your sister mean? What's our text mean?
I don't know. Get
Kyle
Get
goes live
notice
next.
when Kyle goes live. Oh, she gets a notice. She's letting you know.
Oh, okay.
It's an
she's saying-
option. Yeah,
Oh,
on
okay.
Facebook.
Look.
She follows me. These people are followers.
Consuming alcohol through your mouth is not the only option. There's other ways to get it into your body. Some of you
All right, we talked about
might
that.
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But what were we talking about? Oh, watch out, Tanya. That's a good one. And we talked about what else did we talk about on the podcast? It was kind of a short one.
Dude, I'm kind of fixated on the butt chugging. I can't think of anything else. That's about it. I feel like I'm not done with that yet. I feel like we need to really work through this. Hey, should we do a live demo next week?
No, we should not. We should not do a live
Facebook
demo.
Live. Your account's gonna get
What's up,
blocked after
Steven?
that.
We did talk about. Come on, man.
I really don't know.
I don't know, I
We
forgot.
talked about movies. We talked
We
about
talked about 40 minutes.
oh, we talked about Vegas for a little bit.
Oh yeah, the Vegas shootings and how there's still no information.
Oh, we were trying to talk
Things
about
just
how
got real.
Yeah.
Things just got real, y'all. But yeah.
YouTube, how they
Yeah.
kind of like prioritize search results.
Yep. Censorship.
Yeah, it's a form of censorship. I feel like.
Yep.
It's just that you're a lot better off if you're like NBC putting stuff on there.
If you are in a union or want to know about unions, we talked very in depth about the workings of an inside union and how it feels to be part of a union.
But mostly we kind of just focused on how they take our money.
Yeah.
Didn't we? We kind of just
Yeah.
dwelled on us getting ripped off as a worker.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what the fuck a heck a union is. Beep.
We're really not getting ripped off anymore. We were,
Yeah.
but not anymore. But it's all about sticking up for yourself, and if you notice something is not quite right, it's saying something.
Yeah. Speak up
See something, say something.
and then get a bill. In the mail. See something, say something, get billed.
Yeah. Just save up money. If you're gonna run your mouth, save your money.
Yeah. No joke.
That is a good
Yeah.
advice right there.
Yeah,
That's
if you're gonna
something
talk shit, you're gonna get sued, basically.
Just make sure you save your money. And we talked a little bit about Bitcoin again.
Yeah, I missed
Again.
the other one, so I don't know. I guess you've
Yeah.
been talking about it a lot. I don't have Bitcoin, but I was just talking about how I don't know. You buy it. It's kind of complicated. Once you buy
Hey,
Bitcoin,
John.
you buy other stuff. Maybe if anyone watching, they know the answer. Hey, actually, if anyone watching this has ever made money off Bitcoin and has actually like cashed the money back out into their checking account, so that like the full process took its course, and they actually have the money back from when they sold Bitcoin, contact Kyle.
Please
Yeah.
leave a message or like let me know or something, because
I'd be super curious.
I personally have seen like screenshots of my buddies who have invested like $1,000 and now have like $43,000 on the screen.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, bro, but is that money in your hand? Like, how easy is it for you to get that money in your hand?
Yeah,
What's going
100%.
on?
I think it's legit. I think that I just don't know if there's like kinks that people need to be aware that I want to be aware of, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Before you jump in with both feet, right?
Blake turned like 6,000 to 180,000 really short
Whoa,
time.
really?
Yeah, like, but he didn't
That's
sell
huge.
it. It is huge. That's like a home, like in North Carolina, you're saying, or something.
Yeah, I could buy a house in North Carolina.
Blake
Yeah.
just cashes out and he buys like a Bentley, and he realizes really quickly he can't afford the insurance. It's like, fuck, I'm back where I started. I mean, shoot, I'm back where I started. Forgot, I can't cuss. Yeah. Does Facebook actually gonna block you if you?
If
there's
somebody complains, they'll be
Oh,
like, "Oh,
guys, sorry.
you just gotta be careful."
I won't.
All apologies.
I won't again. No more F word.
Yeah. Hey, Steven and Andrew, thanks for joining. Hey, thanks, guys.
Oh,
Thanks for
Steve is
watching.
totally
And
gonna
Kayla,
complain.
thanks for joining. Hey, thanks. We got 11 comments. Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. There's
Hey,
8 people watching.
somebody-
Hey, thanks, guys. Make
somebody-
sure you tune into the whole thing.
Yeah. Someone give like a little, put a text on there if you've ever sold out of Bitcoin and made cash back.
I don't think any. See, I don't
None of these
think.
people are
I
Bitcoin.
think maybe 2% of the people that I know actually have invested in Bitcoin,
Chris
and
Gann.
everybody just talks about it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
The interest
so
is there.
I feel
A lot
like
of interest.
once it shifts and everybody like jumps on board, it's gonna go crazy.
More people will jump on board if it seems really like a fluid process to get in and out of it. If it's
Yeah.
not so like mysterious.
Just get that money back. That's the big thing.
Yeah. Coinbase is
Can
pretty
you get
good.
your money back? How
Yeah.
can you get that money?
Yeah.
If you make money, how can you get the money?
Yeah. Will you ever
That's the
actually
biggest
see it?
thing. If you know, let me know.
Like Blake, he had to go from like China all the way to Hong Kong.
Oh, it's Kayla's birthday.
Happy birthday to
you,
Kayla.
Happy birthday to Kayla.
Happy birthday, dear Kayla. I don't know you. Happy birthday to Kayla. That was really good.
Yeah, that's good
we
harmonies.
harmonized.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude,
that was the first time.
We should sign out on that.
Yeah.
We should sign out on that. We're not going to top that. Like, done. It's like that Seinfeld episode.
All right, so this is What Do You Believe? Thank you very much, you guys, for tuning in. I have to edit this and upload the full episode up later tonight. Make sure you check it out and take it easy and peace out. Anything else?
No, that's it. I just definitely hit up Kyle. I'm really hoping someone knows about the Bitcoin thing, and then tune in next week.
Yeah.
And we'll give you an update Kyle knows anyone. If
Yeah,
anyone knows Kyle, then,
We'll figure it out.
yeah.
All right, take it easy, y'all.
Bye.